Okay, so I asked, what is the main message of this reading? I go, which is it? Ugh. Right, so I want to start with these two. Just like we were previously saying, you have to love yourself in all forms, even in the dark times. If anything, I find that actually that's probably the most important thing to do when you're going through any kind of darkness. You know, whether it was your fault, whether it was someone else's, or whether it was just sheer bad luck, right? You have to pick yourself up, you have to dust yourself down, and you have to bounce back. It's like I can see a ball sort of bouncing. And if it's bouncing around, at least that way, you're experiencing different things. I mean, I think we forget the whole point, really, of the human experience is to experience. And it's not just to experience all the good things in life. That would be far too easy, you know? We're here to learn and we're here to evolve. And I think that a huge part of it is learning to love yourself, no matter what. Okay, then we got the Devil and the Four of Wands. You could have left a toxic household. You could be in a toxic household, right? It doesn't matter where or what point you're at, because actually the fact that the Lovers has come out, I think that it kind of shines a very big light on that regardless of anything that's going on, you have to love yourself and don't let anybody else make you think differently, because actually that's just their perception. And to be honest with you, it's none of our business, is it? Leave people to think whatever they want to think, because actually none of that has any kind of huge impact on what we're doing or where we're going unless you allow it to, right? So actually leaving, planning to leave, whatever it is, you are still loving yourself, and I think that that's absolutely beautiful. And as well, I think that situations like this, or even having a toxic thought pattern, you know, in a sort of the Four of Wands, it's just really giving me a home setting of some sort. And again, it's collective, so it's very hard to find ultimate detail. Okay, so you really got to use your discernment with this sort of stuff, okay? Because I don't ever want to put anybody into build somebody up if they're not quite ready. Do you get what I mean? So then come out the Ace of Wands. There's a lot of fire, a lot of passion and a lot of fire, but actually it's using a negative situation or a darker situation and using your pain as your power. So actually the message is taking a big deep breath and saying, I am okay and I am in control of who I am and where I'm going, okay? Because that and a passionate new start is going to lead you to all of that happiness and that stability as well. I think it's such a beautiful message. And with the Queen of Swords on the bottom as well, learning to use your voice. And that is quite a difficult thing to do. But once you start saying no, it gets easier and easier and easier. But actually being in the Queen of Swords energy, it's not caring about what other people think and only caring on what's going on in our minds and what we're projecting outwards. And I love that for you. I absolutely love that. And actually, the Six of Wands and the King of Pentacles underneath, success. I have got a little message quickly. Be careful who you're letting into your home. I feel like if you are a really nice person and you may see past somebody's toxicity or ill intention, it's a bit of a clouded message what I'm getting, but it's very much just be careful who you're letting in your home, because that is your sacred space. I've had to do this myself, and it's hard, but you can't keep letting in people who don't deserve to be there in that beautiful energy, because it's just draining your resources and then allowing negativity into a place where you sleep and you nurture yourself. It's your safe space, no one else's. Anyway, right, I've got some oracle. The first ones was Twins of Harmony, right? Balance, unity and reflection. The parts of you that seem opposite are learning to sing together. And that is the balance. It's beautiful and it's refreshing. Right, the next one is New Cycle Begins. Transition, alignment and opportunity. A new rhythm is forming. Step into it with open hands. Lovely. Hidden Moon. Mystery, intuition and patience. Just because you can't see the moon, it doesn't mean it's not guiding you. And this is what I was on about in terms of, if you are feeling a bit lonely and you're feeling a bit sort of out of sorts, is the term that's coming through, you're not on your own and you are being guided. You've just got to, in your sacred space, in a moment of peace, trust me, the guidance will come straight through. Right, the next one is Owl of Insight. Clarity, perception and sacred knowing. See beyond the obvious. Truth prefers the quiet observer. Oh, that gave me shivers then. I love these cards. Right, Into the Unknown. Courage, exploration and trust. Step forward. The forest reveals itself only to movers. You just got to keep swimming. And then on the bottom of the deck, I didn't look at this one, Unspoken Fears. Honesty, awareness and release. Name what frightens you. Fear loses power when seen. And that is the truth. When you acknowledge a fear, it's no longer a fear. When you acknowledge an addiction, it's no longer an addiction. It's as simple as that. It really is as simple as that. And on my other deck, we've got the Fire. So you could very well be a fire sign. I eat my words a little bit. But Messages is also there. I feel like you're probably receiving a lot of messages and you need to trust that guidance. Do it a few times, you'll see success and you'll realise that it is just as simple as that. Right, I am going to be opening my books this week. I'm trying to find a way to do a calendar. I will sort this out so that it's all online. And I'm also going to set up my YouTube this week as well, because we're movers. We don't stand still. We just keep moving. Anyway, I'll do my research on the planets. I haven't done my homework at all, to be honest with you. I know we're in a stellium with Aries, so if you're feeling a bit, don't worry. It's just the planets. Anyway, I hope you have a gorgeous day and I'll see you tomorrow.